Collins part Afghan. Turn over, come up here. Come on, it's all right. The Collins, turn around. The Collins part Afghan, isn't that great? Wow, okay. All right, so the way this is going to work, not just trivia questions, but trivia about the show. If you guys have, Joe, I know you do. Joe Intaglia, give a hand to Joe Intaglia. Woo! Come on. Yeah, right there. And Louis Wendra. Hello, Louis. How are you? That's how I found out about these festivals. There was a Dark Shadows fan club in Hollywood, West Hollywood, and I showed up and then, oh, there's a festival? Well, you're kidding, we all have to go. So. Okay, let's start. Welcome to Dark Shadows Trivia. Yeah. Okay, my name is Richard Halpern. I used to be the MC of a lot of these shows, and this year, everything's different. And so many people, good people, getting up here and running the panels and stuff like this. So, this will be the, what? What? Are you sure? Okay, all right. I don't know how true this is. Go-Go Boy Jake said that there are lyrics to Josette's music box. Charles, did you know this? There are lyrics to Josette's music box. You wrote them. Okay, well, where did you find these? I got them from Robert Cobert. No, it's Cobert. I got them from Robert Cobert. Okay, so you wrote it down for me? Yeah. Well, he's little. Okay. Come on in, everybody. We're about to hear the missing lyrics to Josette's music box. Okay? Here we go. All right, I gotta put my glasses on for this. He's very tiny. Okay. Josette, Josette, where are you? You threw yourself off the cliff, boo-hoo-hoo. Crashing on the jagged rocks below. Your eyeball fell out. Oh no, no, no. Are you happy? Are you happy? Maybe embarrassed myself? I liked it. I wrote it myself. I didn't tell anybody. Thank you, Jake. That was wonderful. Josette's music box. Okay. So come in, ladies. Come in with your moon purse. I like that. That's really good. Okay. So you had mentioned something about John Carlin and James Hall. Now, before I knew James, years ago, people would ask John Carlin, what happened to that young man who played Willie before you? And he said, I don't know what happened to him. I don't know anything. I had no idea who that boy was. I had no idea. So he had no idea who it was. And then I got in touch with him through a friend in Florida who knew him, and I didn't recognize the name. She said, James Hall. I said, you mean Matthew Hall? Sam Hall? No, he's on Facebook, and I look at the picture, and it's First Willie. All right? And I said, oh my God, this is the First Willie. Oh my God. And he's right out here in Santa Monica. So we talked. He's the nicest man in the world. Such a nice man. And he's coming tomorrow. He's gonna come tomorrow. But there was a time when he did meet John Carlin. And I set this up. There was a mini Dark Shadows festival in Hollywood a few years ago. And at the Women's Club on La Brea, which is a beautiful vintage building. So he showed up to that. John Carlin was there, and I was on stage doing something, but while I was up there, John Carlin... hello, hello, hello there, hello, hello, hello. He's hello, hello. Yeah, you did see. John Carlin did that. So while I was on the stage there, apparently they brought Jimmy, into that autograph. Were you guys there? Okay. Who was there? Raise your hand if you were there. Okay. Oh, Charlotte. Hello, Charlotte. And they met, and they took a picture together, this iconic photo. I set it up, and I missed it. I saw the picture. No, I was supposed to be in it, but so they did meet, and there you go. So, all right. So, and tomorrow we are going to get the answer to the question that has been on everybody's mind, tearing at the mind more than is there going to be an Austin Powers 4? Okay. The question is, why did you leave the show? There's 60 million different answers. And we're going to find out.
We're here. Sit up.
Okay? All right. Yes. Yes. Right? Yeah, I'm looking right at you. Oh, I'm sorry. It's all right. I'm sorry.
I know where they are.
Oh, you do?
Yeah, just...
Is that interesting? Okay, this lady says, I thought he got really sick, and they brought John Carlin in to take his place. That's what does anyone else... do you know, what do you think happened? I'm sorry. Is that what you said, Dan?
There was a strike at the time and he didn't want to cross.
No, that was Dr. Woodard. That was no, not Dr. Yeah, it was the first Dr. Woodard. And
Right, something different than Mike Curtis' performance, so they had to replace it.
okay, so something Dan Curtis didn't like about the performance.
I heard it was his experience and Dan Curtis didn't think he could do the story.
Okay, so the other question is Dan. Well, that's like this. And Dan Curtis didn't think he was experienced. Didn't want to bring him into the next thing. Okay, anyone? No, Joe, what do you? You're pretty. What did you hear? And Lewis, what did you hear? He met a boyfriend and moved to Hollywood. Right. Wow. Okay. He met a boyfriend and moved to Hollywood. All right. What's another one? Yes, my dear.
But
Hold up.
the Mike,
Who is screaming? What's that?
I was looking for a better opportunity and
Oh, he thought he was leaving for a better opportunity and went to the next. Actually, when he did leave, he did get into of Mice and Men. He went right into that. He took a lot of theater. He worked with Bette Midler. He worked with this guy. Yeah, he'll tell you all about this tomorrow and stuff. He said he'll be here because I'm picking him up at 10:15. So he'll be, as long as it takes to get from Santa Monica to here. Yeah, he'll be in the. That would be great if it's 25 minutes. Yeah, he'll be signing because we're getting him here early before the banquet, and he'll be in at the banquet. And also, I don't know if you heard this or not. This just came down the wire today. First of all, this festival, anything goes. We never know what's going to happen. Who is actually going to show up? Who is not? We already had Marie couldn't come. David Selby, Donna McKechnie, and stuff. We were supposed to have scenes read up here with the Dark Shadows actors recreating their roles in short scenes. And apparently the stage, Catherine told me, she said, the stage it's not conducive, it's too hard to do the staging that they wanted to do, so and the miking and stuff, so they're just not going to do it. So you would have seen Maggie in the cell holding Sarah's doll with Willie giving her a glass of milk and then say, don't drink it, he's gonna kill you, Maggie. And then, he leaves and Sarah comes in. So we had all the original actors, except Carlin, but you would have seen James playing Willie later on. So, sorry. I'm so sorry. I'm so... Can you ride shotgun? Oh, and I have a Mini Cooper, dear. Do you care? This guy has to, he has to ride shotgun. You ride in the back? Yeah, good luck. Cut your legs off, you can ride in the back. You're on the roof with the British flag on it, okay. Yes, Union Jack. You're 43% British, okay. And you can only ride on about half of the flag, all right? Okay. Does anyone have a question about their own trivia in your own life? That's something about Dark Shadows? Yes, Louis? Oh, what are you still asking, silly? Yeah, Alexandra Mulkey. No, she went to Hollywood with James and... yeah, she went to Hollywood with Willie and his boyfriend. I don't know. How many? Yes, sir.
There is.
Has there been any talk about making movies of Dan Ross, Marilyn Ross's roles?
That I do not know. Charles Ellis.
Repeat the comment.
The comment was, has there been any talk about making movies from the Marilyn Ross novels? Okay, if he doesn't know about it, it is not happening. Okay, but which one would you like a movie made of?
I think it'd make a very good series.
A series? Well, you know what? That's not bad. Everybody, we need series on Netflix and Hulu and Sugar Lips. What's that? Angelique's Descent. Yeah, that would be a good one to do a thing. Okay. Okay. Yes, my dear.
First, let me say, I love the bloopers, on the inconsistencies. I've seen the show dozens and dozens of times.
Okay. We love the bloopers. We love the inconsistencies.
However, one thing that I cannot figure out.
You can't figure out is what?
I can't reconcile. How does Tim know how to use the hand?
How does Tim know how to use the hand? He looked it up on Wikipedia. Okay. He looked it up on Willypedia. There you go. No, he knew how to use it. He opened it up and he went like this, and he made a fist of it, and he did this and that. Charles, how did Tim know how to use the hand?
Carefully.
Yes, very carefully. All right.
Because it disfigured Evan and he disfigured Quentin.
Yeah, and then of course there's a whole bit about his being used as a Manchurian candidate.
That's like Manchurian Candidate. Yes.
But, and then he left town, he came back with Amanda Harris and his grand scheme to get rid of Reverend Travis.
All right. He left town, came back with Amanda Harris, did the scheme to get rid of Reverend Trask.
Yes, and he succeeded because he and Judith put Gregory behind the brick wall.
Well, what is it? What is a hand? Where does the hand come? How did he know how to use this hand?
That's one thing they never really explained.
That's never explained. Okay. All right. That's a good question. We don't know. We'll never know.
Maybe I should take this to my room.
When he came back from Amanda Harris,
Yeah, I'm really running.
he had what? He had both. He came back with the hand.
Yeah.
You see, we're clearing the room. Look at these two. You. Clearing the room. Okay, the hand, he used it because, I don't know, he had put a glove on it, and that was it. All right. Oh, he did this, and went. Okay, there was no answer. Just like what was Reverend Trask's first name? His first name was Reverend, yes. All right, his parents knew exactly what the thing was for him. Okay, do we have any anecdotes about, yes, sir?
So, we all know that Barnabas used some of his life force to activate Adam.
Yes.
Then Nicholas Blair comes along, and he thinks he is going to use Angelique to do something similar for the creation of Eve.
Right.
Would that not be the Blair Witch Project?
That was fabulous. The Blair Witch Project. Okay, great. Okay. Why not, man, you know? Now, there is, if you have the Facebook, on my page, Richard Halpern, this action figure, we did a little series, just like pictures, called Doll Shadows. And Willie and his friend Adam Stokes, you're gonna get this, some people are gonna get that reference, Adam Stokes. Adam, go hide in the bedroom. Okay, this is Adam Stokes, all right? They go to try to break in to find the jewels and everything. There is the G-rated version, much shorter, on Facebook. So you can go and you can see who's screaming, who's screaming. You guys. There we go. Okay. Yeah, so you can see that on Facebook. If you really want to see the whole thing, you can talk to me, all right? But it's not for prudes. It's not for the squeamish. It's real, but it's good. It's good. Okay. Yes, Louis. What happened to the actors from Baby Dark Shadows? How many people know about Baby Dark Shadows? That's 6 people. Okay, well, let me explain what that was. Back in the, 1988 to about 1991, I had 3 nephews and a niece. My niece is the one who loved to play Dark Shadows. We'd play it together because it was running on KDOC, Channel 56 in Anaheim, the snow channel, because it always had this, you know. But my sister, 9-year-old older than me, she was one of I ran home to watch Dark Shadows. She told my niece, you've got to watch this show because there's all kinds of mistakes and everything, they leave it in. And she even said an eyelash falls in a glass. That must have been another show because that never happened. So she got into it really big and we started playing it and they had a video camera and stuff. So we made our own little skits called Baby Dark Shadows. And my niece, the first one was 1897, the second one was 1795, the third one was Dream Curse, and the last one was Sarah, edited by Joe Integlia. Thank you. What's that? Yeah, she's named Angelique, my niece, but after a character Gene Tierney played. So it wasn't Angelique from the show, so. Yes, they're on YouTube, but they're so fuzzy and fake, like 85th generation of it, but it's there. If you go to YouTube and type in Baby Dark Shadows, you'll see it. And my niece, Angelique, she played all the women, except for Julia. I played Julia. So I played Reverend Trask. My nephew Damien played Jameson. My niece was Pansy Faye. And Magda, she played Magda. My little teeny other nephew played Sandor. Sandor is this big. And then it's 1795. Yeah, Angela, the Ouija, yeah, that's, yeah, my niece played Josette, and she played Angelique. And then there's a scene where they're doing the Ouija board and with Aunt Natalie and Josette. And Josette comes in. She says, Aunt Natalie, I just saw Barnabas. And Aunt Natalie says, you should stay away from Barnabas Collins. He's a bad influence on you. No, he's not. Let us consult the stars. And there's a Ouija board. Okay. Ouija, are you with us? You'd say yes. Should my niece Josette stay away from Barnabas Collins? It's going to yes. It's going to no. Aunt Natalie, you're pushing it. No, it's going to yes. You're pushing it. I'm not pushing it. You ask it. Should Aunt Natalie stay out of my life? Yes, you're pushing it. You're pushing it. So that's in there, and and let's see what else. Then the dream curse. This is great. My sister's house had a front door, front door is here, and right here is a staircase that went up. So we had basically the foyer of the new house in their house, and then their bathroom upstairs had 2 doors. So we had a chance to go from one door to the other door, you know. So dream curse, things pop out, and it's really funny. And Barnabas was played by my little teeniest nephew, who, when he wakes up from his dream, did the famous Al Pacino Godfather 3 silent scream. He goes, and that was it. And then that same little boy played Ben Stokes, this big. He said, and Joshua says, are you ready, Ben? He says, yeah. So, and my other nephew was Barnabas and stuff, you know. Okay, so then Sarah, we actually filmed at Greystone. And that was kind of fun too, and everyone was getting kind of long in the tooth, but we went out with a bang. So that's Baby Dark Shadows. You can see those and say, this is the stupidest thing I ever saw. I wasted 20 minutes of my life. Or you say, that was so good. I really liked it. So, and where are they now? The oldest and the youngest? Well, the oldest, we don't know where he is. He's world traveler. The youngest is in Tucson. And remember when they went into the room with the lottery and it came out crazy? He went into that room and came out crazy. So, and Angelique, my niece, she is in Scottsdale with her husband and her son, who is now 15. And Edward is in Mexico City. So everybody's doing pretty well. So that's what, and they're all in their 40s now. So yeah, so there you go. Okay, so do we have, did you guess, dear? You? Okay.
You were saying earlier that you wanted to know if there were any accolades from people that were Dark Shadows on the
Wait, I'm sorry, you said, are there any?
Accolades.
Accolades?
That's what you said. That was the word.
I said accolades? Did I say accolades?
Maybe I misinterpreted your meaning. I'm like,
No, I said anecdotes.
that's the word.
Anecdotes.
That's what you said.
Yeah, do you have an anecdote about,
I think I do.
what is it, darling?
I watched Dark Shadows so much when I was younger during the 60s.
You watched Dark Shadows so much when you were younger in the 60s?
I can talk really
No,
well.
they can't hear, trust me.
I know.
Trust me, all
I
right?
don't need a microphone.
Oh, okay.
I do theatrical.
Oh.
Okay, so I can talk really loud.
Okay, project to the back like Jolson. All right, go ahead.
So what I was trying to say, everybody, is that that show helped me. Honest to God, I was very, very insecure and very shy until Dark Shadows. And it kind of brought me out of my shell to the point that I could learn that I was okay to write my own lyrics, make up songs, and do all kinds of really neat things that I've done over my entire life. And just yesterday, this is because of Dark Shadows, I promise you. Just yesterday, I spent 5 minutes with James Storm. And I sang this song to him that I had written years and forever ago. And he looked at me and he said, I love that. What are you doing with that? I said, I'm singing it to you. He said, no, are you going to record it? I said, well, I haven't thought about it. And he's like, why not? So I may record it, And I'd like to sing it for everybody. If you would like
Come on, let's do it.
that'll take It's just this dress. It's used to this sunshine. I promise you.
My little sunshine, you're like a ray of sunshine gleaming in May. That's a song.
And
Okay.
sunshine on your shoulder makes you live.
Sunshine on your shoulder. Okay.
Thank you.
All right, go sing it. This is Sunshine, and she's going to sing her song. Give her a big hand. Come on.
Thank you. I walked into the river and gazed into the sea. I saw the fishermen widows waving down at me. And as I watched, I wondered just what would be my fate. Would I lose you to another? Or is it worth the wait? I do not wish to share you. I'll not cut you in two. I know deep down you love me. Why can't you see it too? So meet me at the river. We'll walk into the sea and share our love with one another. Through all eternity, through all eternity. Thank you. You're such a nice person.
God love you. Nice lady. Let's have it. No, not from you. No, you say anything you want to. Okay. So let's have another hand for Sunshine. Okay. He sings, James sings. Oh, Storm. Okay. Did you?
16 years ago, I still have the video.
Oh, that's great.
I was 100 pounds bigger than I was.
Oh my goodness
That's
gracious.
when this dress got.
That's what it is. Okay, hold. There we go.
That's why
All
the
right.
dress is so long now, because I'm not that anymore.
Oh, yeah. That was wonderful, Sunshine. Thank you. Oh, can she sing? Can you sing Josette's music box? Wow.
I only know one
With the
person.
I fell out. So. Sure. And the more lyrics to Josette's music box, the better.
Barnabas loved a girl, Josette, and their love has never been the same. Oh, I forgot the lyrics? Oh my God. It's really, really good though. It's a good song, but I haven't sung it in so long I forgot it. I actually have it in my book. It's called Musings of Sunshine, A Lifetime in Verse, and it's on Kindle. So if you're looking for the lyrics, I wrote a bunch of other ones for Dark Shadows too. Check them out.
Thank you, dear. Thank you. Yes, Charles Ellis.
Many years ago, back in the 90s, I actually wrote a folk song to Josette's thing.
Do you all know what a folk song is? Raise your hand if you do not know what a folk song is. Okay, wow, okay. A folk song is a song written about like a science fiction show. It's like kind of a spoof song based on TV shows and especially science fiction and horror. So you gonna sing a folk song, Charles? Go ahead.
Yeah, okay, so I wrote this back in the 90s. So this is picture as you will, Willie Loomis when he was at Wentworth, when he was wrongly accused of kidnapping Maggie Evans for all those months. Okay, so he says, Josette's theme is a stupid song. Whenever I hear it, something always goes wrong. Like Maggie Evans going insane. 5 bullets in my back and a messed up brain.
Oh my God, that was so good. 5 bullets in my back. That's like the Godfather. Got him 5 times and he's still alive. Thank you, Charles Ellis. And I'm saying, Charles Ellis is seriously the preeminent expert on this show. He knows, I don't know a lot, believe me. But someone asked a question, I say, Charles, what was that? And he generally has the answer to it, so. All right, hello, Charlotte again, hello. All right, so does anyone have another anecdote? Yes, ma'am, miss.
Question.
Okay, the question.
Is like Kate Jackson going to surprise us tomorrow?
Is Kate Jackson going to surprise us tomorrow? She'll surprise us by not showing. I don't know. You know what? I'll tell you something. With this weekend, things changing by the moment, who knows?
David Hennessy.
David Hennessy would be, if he's here from Panama. You know, David Hennessy lives in Panama and he is a restaurateur in Panama. So if he, what's that? Alexandra is in New York City, so she's all right. Whether I'd love for her to show up, that would be great. I'm sorry?
David was supposed to go to Catherine's event at Lyndhurst, and he canceled and postponed and sent a team message to everyone. He was supposed to go to one of her Lyndhurst, Catherine's Lyndhurst events.
Okay, well, that like I said, this happens. They can't come, they send a message, or they just don't, so.
He did a message for him to play for us.
Yeah, well, that's good that they did that for David Hennessy. Recorded a video message when he couldn't show up at Lyndhurst. Okay, all right. Candle lady, candle blood spattered lady, do you have a question? Willie. Oh, Willie with the bullet. Everybody's fixated on him getting shot. Interesting.
Bullets.
5 bullets, all right. How many bullets are left in this gun, Chino? Or be one for myself, Chino. Okay. All right. Did you have a question or?
I got a hot take.
A hot take. All right. This is Queen of the hot take. What is it?
The most unrealistic thing about dark shadows.
Okay. What is the? I know you. What do you think is the most unrealistic thing about dark shadows? Raise your hand.
Gravestones.
Wait, who said this?
Gravestones, how they're always moving.
Oh, gravestones moving. Okay.
I know.
Okay, Charles.
Really basic. How can a show set in May not show any scenes of winter?
Yeah, they never had winter. They said Christmas is coming. There was never any tree.
As a mayor, I am insulted.
All right, you're from Maine, and you can answer the question. Go ahead.
Well, no, I'm insulted that they don't want me blizzard gun stuff.
What? Like, talk to them. They're all gone.
Where's the snow removal? Where's the snow really on the
You know, it would be soap chips throwing in. Okay, yes, my dear.
Oh, she's coming.
Uh-oh, I'm in trouble.
No, you're not.
Okay.
The most unrealistic thing, just anybody who knows about human anatomy, is Reverend Trask gets bricked up in the cellar, right? When they unbrick it, there's an extra hip bone in the skeleton up here. Wow! That's my biggest beef about the entire show. Thank you.
Thank you. But you know, you mentioned that there is something else that is very puzzling about when finding Reverend Trask bricked up in the wall. He's like this, the skeleton is like this, and it is completely naked. Where's the clothes fell off? Okay. No, the other Reverend Trask, they found him again, and oh, there's a note in his pocket. Oh, it's a confession.
They spent like 100 years less with Gregory.
Okay, maybe that's the problem. It took longer for it to disintegrate. Okay.
I do have an answer to my own question.
Okay, what is the question?
And Vicki Winters knows how to drive a car. She's from the island of Manhattan. I have friends who live in New York. None of them know how to drive.
Okay, maybe she never know. She took the bus. And Burke drove her everywhere. Burke Devlin drove. How do we, whoa, stop. Okay, hold on. Go ahead. Shh, what's this?
Barnabas driving a car.
Oh, Barnabas is doing a lot of things. Where did he get these clothes? Where did he wash his face and don't be all nice? And the question of the age. After the second episode of Barnabas, where did he lose his hat? Aha! Okay, great. Mrs. Johnson, but I don't think she was there at that point. Was she? Oh, she was. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yes, Charles.
The first episode, we see Vicky and Burke arrive in Collinsport by train.
Right, Vicky and Burke arrive.
There weren't any trains in Maine by that time.
Okay, Maine lady, no. Were there any trains at that time?
Actually, there are big train state. There are a lot of passenger trains, but as the years went on, they became more of like freight trains.
I see.
My hometown used to be a passenger train stop, but now it's just
So what?
the further south you are now, you could not get a passenger train up to Bangor.
I see.
All freight train. It's very industrial.
So what you're saying is, in actuality, had they been, true to they would have been hiding in one of the boxcars with the bums.
Well, there would have been passenger trains. And my great-grandmother would travel down from up north for eye appointments by a train.
Okay.
So back then in the 60s, yes, there would have been.
Okay, then we're all right then. Okay.
It's also not as romantic than Money Greyhound.
Yes, sir.
I can't believe no one mentioned Mr. Juggins.
Mr. Juggins.
Even though I love Mr. Juggins. I feel like he drove.
Mr. Juggins. Who remembers Mr. Juggins? Everybody, yes.
Hey, Mr. Juggins.
Okay, yeah, go ahead.
Who's Mr. Juggins?
Tell them who Mr. Juggins is. Charles, who's Mr. Juggins?
It was a dummy put up by David with the help of Quentin to dissuade Aunt Elizabeth that Vicky picks up about seeing Quentin's ghost. And of course, once Maggie showed Mrs. Goddard what was in that room in the West Wing, there was no ghost, just Mr. Juggins, the dummy.
A dummy with a balloon head, right? Yeah. That's who Mr. Juggins was. You really have to watch the whole show.
It was named after a crew member.
It was named after a crew member.
Yes.
Mrs. Max Juggins?
Yes, he was.
Wow. How do you like Mr. Juggins was named after a crew member? That's pretty good. Yes, Joe.
Max Juggins was the boom operator.
Max Juggins was the boom operator who kept putting it in the shot and putting the shot. Okay, very good. Yes, sir. Yes, they in their best clothes. They pull the coffin out. No one's around to see them do it. And they open it, and they're perfectly clean, and then they put it back in, and it's perfectly clean. And yeah, that's a good one. Yes, sir.
How about David, our age, went home to school, and he's not watching Lost in Space and Batman at night on TV?
Well, maybe he did. Did they even have a TV? Yeah. They didn't need television. All that crazy stuff in that house, they didn't need TV. Do you think they needed TV? No, of course not. All right. Yes, my dear.
Josette grew an eye when she died.
No, she didn't grow an eye. Her eye got pushed out of her. No, it's here. It's her eye. That happened to her. It also happened to Evan Hanley. He got popped his eye out. And Jeremiah, that was interesting. His mouth never moved when he was the ghost. Jeremiah, and I'm the ghost of Jeremiah. What? Why was Jeremiah?
Buried without a coffin.
Who knows? They saved money. Why was Jeremiah buried without a coffin? He didn't want one. They threw him out. He was like the Neptune Society. He was environmentally conscious. Don't cut a tree down, just throw me in the dirt, so. Yes, my dear.
I got a question. Who do we all think Vicky's parents were?
Oh. Who do we all think Vicky's parents were? Not just her mother, who Joan Bennett did say, and yes, Victoria Winters was my daughter. She did say that. Thank you. So who do you think the father was of Victoria Winters? Yes, do you know?
I think it's Jason McGuire.
Sorry. The man that got away. All right. How many people think Jason McGuire was Vicky's father? All right. Who else? Who thinks Vicky's father? Okay. One at a time.
The caretaker.
Bill Malloy. You know what? That makes sense. Oh, I know who it was. Ned Calder. That's like I said, you gotta watch the whole show. Yes, sir.
Maybe Betty Hanscom's father.
What's that?
Maybe Betty Hanscom was her sister.
I think Betty Hanscom was Elizabeth. Betty Elizabeth. I think so. That might have been maybe the butler, Mr. Hanscom. Maybe that was her father. You know, they quickly got away from that storyline as soon as we start bringing in the Phoenix and all that stuff. Yes, Louis. What do you want to say, Louis?
This is a question for Charles Ellis.
All right, question for Charles Ellis.
What happened to Betsy Durkin and Carolyn Gross?
Okay. What happened to Vicky number 1 and Vicky number 2 and Vicky number 3? Betsy Durkin and Carolyn Gross.
Now, some of you may remember, some years back, Betsy Durkin did show up at one or two Dog Shadows festivals.
Oh, okay.
And she had written a book about how to dress the men in your life. It's true.
How to dress the men in your life,
Yeah,
okay?
it's called How to Dress the Man You Love.
How to dress the man you love, okay?
Yes, so,
But
yeah.
wait, if she loved them, wouldn't she want to undress them? That's,
Well, I have the book, so.
you have the book, okay.
Yes. Well, she sold out the festival. Okay?
She sold out of the book, okay. And the Carolyn Groves who played Carolyn on one episode? What was her name?
Diana Walker.
Diana Walker, okay. Yes, sir.
What do you think Mitch Ryan would have been like in Jeremiah Collins?
Oh, that would have been great. You know how Mitch Ryan would have been like as Jeremiah?
I think, in my heart, I know that if Mitch Ryan was Jeremiah, he would have just shot Barnabas.
Shot Barnabas.
He wouldn't have hesitated.
Okay, all right, that's good. Yes, Joe.
Getting back to the skeleton of Reverend Trask.
Skeleton of Reverend Trask, yes.
Never mentioned that when they resurrected him during that seance or something, he had there was a piece of scotch tape on the skull of the skeleton.
Oh, there was a piece of scotch tape on the skull of the skeleton. You know what? They didn't stop for anything. A fly on the nose. The best fly, better than, the best fly was Maggie, and she goes, she made it really work. She went, Grayson, say again?
Why did the bat get credit and the fly never did?
The bat got credit? You know what I saw just the other day? A credit I never knew. Bob O'Connell was credited as Bob the bartender, who spoke 3 words on the show. What?
He's the linchpin of the series.
He is the linchpin of the series. You could not do the series without Bob going. Yeah, so. Yes?
Those SAG residuals make a difference.
I don't think he got, first of all, that would have been AFTRA back then, but I'm not sure he would have gotten residuals from. I don't know what the deal would be with residuals, and are they still getting them? You know the answer? Guys.
But when you're on a soap opera, you sign that day saying, I surrender all residual.
Is that right? Oh, okay.
Yeah,
But in perpetuity.
yeah, but let me tell you something.
All right, guys. Go ahead.
The opposite is true with the writer.
Oh, the opposite is true with the writer.
Yeah, okay, now here's the thing though. If you write on a soap and you create a character, as long as that character is on the show, you will continue to earn money.
Go, that's the way.
Now, I found out about this because of Sam Hall. Now, some of you may know that after Dark Shadows, he and Gordon Russell wrote for One Life to Live for years, from the early 70s onward. After Gordon Russell passed away, unfortunately, in 1980, Sam Hall was the sole head writer for years. And basically, for as long as the show was still on the air, because he had created so many iconic characters on the show, like the Buchanans, like Dorian Lord, he was still earning residuals because of those characters he created. And that's true on most soaps.
That's great. No, that's where it should be. Getting some money.
Because some of you may remember when One Life to Live was canceled by ABC, it was on a cable network briefly, Revive. And Sam Hall filed a lawsuit against ABC, claiming, well, where's my money from this brief revival?
The revival,
Yeah,
sure.
because he had his own production company based upon those residuals. So he had sued ABC, because they used the characters he created under contract that he was supposed to get the residuals for, and he didn't give them those residuals for that brief revival.
Right.
On cable.
So did he? Hold on. Did he win the lawsuit?
No idea.
We don't know how it. Ask Matthew. Ask Matthew.
That's when I learned about soap writers. They still earn money years after.
I had no idea that. Well, thank you. All right. Yes, sir.
Does anyone know what was setting off David Selby and Kate Jackson when they were going over the cars? They were just murdering each other, trying not to laugh out loud. This is one of the classic scenes of all time. What set them off?
Who knows? That show, people were laughing at, they couldn't, or they're coughing like, You hear coughing in the background. It's like, all right, Grayson, have another cigarette. Yes, Lewis.
Good question for Charles.
Another question for Charles Ellis, please.
What happened to the cat?
What happened to the cat when he turned back into Joshua?
I know, but I do remember, back in 1984, this is the very first Dark Shadows festival I ever attended. It was the second one. And the three big guests were Don Wandry, Jonathan Fridd, and Louis Edmonds. Someone asked, I'll never forget this, someone asked Louis Edmonds, what was it like for Joshua to be turned into a cat?
What did he say? What did Louis say?
Well, he said, I laughed, I smiled. I never thought of myself as a pussy before.
Welcome to Louis Edmonds, who we love. Just give him a hand. Louis Edmonds was the nicest man. He had a mouth, and he just let it fly. But he was a great, wonderful man. So that's that. Yes, my dear.
I want to tell you something about Louis Edmonds.
Please, about Louis Edmonds.
Louis Edmonds, and here's why I love that guy so much. He is such an amazing guy. I get real emotional when it comes to certain people. And when I first saw him, I had tears in my eyes, and he looked at me and he said, "Would you come and sit down beside me?"
Would you like to come and sit down beside me?
And I said, "I would love that. Can I get a picture?" He said, "Of course." And they got a camera, and I said, "I have it right here." So my sister takes a picture of me and him. He puts his hand, he was probably 80 by then, he was so cute. He puts his hand on my knee, and I put my head on his shoulder, and I said, "You just made a little 12-year-old girl scream."
Oh my God, that's such a wonderful
You
story.
know what happened to him that night? That's when John Carlin was there. It was a convention, and I just remember that John Carlin was the only one of the celebrities that came to the after party. And John Carlin was just having a good time. And he looked at everybody and he said, it was probably 1 o'clock in the morning. Where do you suppose Louis Edmonds is at this point? He was sleeping, okay?
Yeah.
So John Carlin says, "Hey, everybody, I know what we can do. We can do Senator was getting bored." Yes, it did. He said, let's go walk around the Marriott. And then I know, let's go knock on Louis Edmonds' door. So I can introduce you. And I'm like, hey, that'd be great. I'm not thinking it's like 1 o'clock in the morning. Matt is in his 80s. What's wrong with me? I love that guy.
Yeah.
I just want to say hi to him. So
Knock on the
here
door.
goes John Carlin, just, just bounds the bebox. He knocks on the door. No, he knocked on the window.
You knock on the window. That's really scary. There, for an 80-year-old man.
He knocks on the window, and then Louis gets up, and he's walking around the room. He's shaking his head, and he's rolling up. Who the hell is that? Oh, God, Johnny, is that you? And John Carlin said, hey, come on out, Louis, we've got people want to meet. He said, oh, I'm going to hell. John Carlin, do you know what time it is? He said, yeah, I don't care.
That was John. That was John.
I don't care. He was a blast.
Well, he was a great guy. And a lot of the people, a lot of the guys were pranksters, okay? They did maybe you saw this, they did a stage reading of the final episode of Dark Shadows, and David Selby was the David narration at the end. So we've got Chris Pennock, we've got Carlin, Jerry Lacey. So, of course, Carlin and Pennock separately are, let's do something funny and together, forget it. So Carlin says to Pennock, hey, I got an idea. Let's make this funny. Let's make it funny. Let's do it. Let's make it funny. And so those two were like that. The ladies, straight up, no, they didn't want to hear it. So those two are ready to make it funny. Jerry Lacey, but on his own, fine, perfect. He sees them doing it. Oh yeah, maybe we should make it funny. He wants to do it too. So I said, guys, no, if you make it funny, when David comes out at the end, people are going to be laughing and stuff. So I was like the mom many times with those guys. I had a butterfly net, and I said, let's stop now, and you sit there, and you sit. Anyway, but yeah, Louis was a great. He had some really good stories.
The last thing that he did though is he said, "I want to give you something."
I want to give you something. Okay, what did he want to give you?
That's what I said. Great. What is that? Because I'm like that. Oh, that's really sweet. What do you want to give me? And he said, "I want to give you my CD. I'm opening the CD." I couldn't. It was a gift, and he said, "It's the one that says, I think it's called." I am not Langley.
I'm not Langley, okay.
I know. That was after a character he played on.
Yeah, All My Children.
And I'm like, I've seen you do Langley. He said, yeah, but I'm not him. I said, no, you're much more Roger Collins. He said, yes, I am.
Roger Collins. All right, what do we got here?
Last question.
Go ahead.
Do you remember a song by Sam Cooke called She Was 16, Only 16, and I Loved Her So? Do you remember that?
I think so.
I rewrote that to a Dark Shadows tune. That's what I mean. Dark Shadows literally changed my life.
Yeah, you see? Dark Shadows is the way to go.
So I think it was just recorded and talk to somebody to sing it and make it.
Right. Well, I bet that you sing right well. So, I have an anecdote about David Selby. Do you have one more question? Yes. Please.
Was it Jerry Lacey who kept running in front of the camera?
No, that was one of the crew people. I mean, come on. My favorite was with Nicholas Blair, and he's got the candelabra, and somebody reads my Jesus Christ, love that. And the guy in the T-shirt sitting in the mausoleum gets up and runs away. Yeah, somebody ran by when Vicky was hanging, and of course the gag in the mouth, and it comes off, and she's like, so. And the best one was Bethia Mapes.
Oh, yes.
Forgetting her lyrics and going, then go to the house by the hip, then go to the house by the hip. Do you know that in some of these, either the DVDs or TV, they edit that out? How dare someone do that? Who gives them the right to?
But it was restored for the later versions of that particular set.
Good. I'm glad it was restored. I mean, I watch it on Tubi. It's gone, but now I'm looking at it on Prime, and I just started. So when we get to that part, we'll see if they cut that out, which is ridiculous for them. And it's on YouTube also. You can find it. Yes, sir.
It was at 1897 when Evan Hanley comes in and she's sitting there and the camera follows it. And she was surprised because she sees the camera right behind her.
I could have been. Well, the camera kept bumping it and making that noise. And then the fire, something breaks, and it's Vicky and whoever, and then you hear the fire extinguisher. And they're still, but the place could be burning down, but they're still doing the lines and stuff. Okay, you, my love.
I wonder, what's up with Jaeger's nose?
Oh yeah, Jaeger's nose. John Jaeger's nose. Well, didn't they get rid of the nose at some point? Yeah. Yeah.
Basically, I missed that. It was probably because, of course, as you all remember, a few years earlier, there was a TV version of Jekyll and Hyde with Jack Palance that Dan Curtis had produced. So naturally, Curtis thought, well, why don't we do a Jekyll and Hyde story for Chris Pratt, for a parallel time story? And they made the nose to make him look like Jack Palance. It's true. The nose kept falling off, so that's why they got rid of the nose.
I wonder if whoever made the hand made the nose and...
They probably had the same people making the props and stuff. All right. Yes, sir.
With all these new restored DVDs, Blu-rays coming out, would anyone like to see all the Kinescope episodes that are originally color enhanced back to color?
Definitely. It can be done.
Yeah.
It can be done technically because you have the surrounding episodes with the sets and costumes. They know what it looks like. They can easily colorize those episodes. Now, the one episode, above all, I think we're all agreed, the one black and white episode after August 67, when the show went to color, that must be colorized, is from November 22nd, 1967. Laura Parker's first episode is actually.
Wow. Okay. And beautiful, brilliant color. And that's why the bed sheets were blue. Everybody's bed was blue sheets. They must have had one store that sold the blue bed sheets and stuff.
That was back in the days of black and white because.
Well, you couldn't do black and white. Who knows what it was? But color, we're going to make the bed blue. Our blue bed sheets historically accurate, very good.
The blue candles look better on black and white videotape. They look more like white than regular white.
Yeah, well, you see, black and white. There's movies that were shot in black and white, and they were the cinematographer, the set. They designed the lighting for black and white. So you colorize some of that, you lose because that's not how it was meant to be seen. They created for the medium that they had.
Well, of course, there's also the famous story about, you probably heard of Edith Head, the legendary costumer.
Yeah, Edith Head, the costumer.
Okay, she started wearing those famous dark glasses of hers because she could see through those dark glasses what those colors would look like on black and white film.
Uh-huh.
That's the truth.
That must be it. Okay. All right. Yes, my dear.
So I know that Robert Reardon and Dan Curtis, they did part ways, I guess, in a very friendly manner, but did Robert Reardon ever, participate in reunions or festivals or anything like that?
You mean Robert Rodin? Yeah, he did. He did. No, I knew him. His daughter was a singer and came into the club I was singing. It was a restaurant, and he introduced me. Said, "Oh, Adam," and his daughter was a singer, and that's how I met him. But yeah, he came.
Adam left the show, like the character was just going to be written out because of some kind of conflict between him and Dan Curtis.
That I do not know. But I know a new storyline happened, and look, it must have been a surprise thing because, like I said, his famous ending was, Adam, go into the bedroom. And he never came out. Yeah, so what are you going to do? Yeah, it happens, so what are you going to do? What's that?
Stokes was gonna send him to get his scars removed. He got sent to
Stokes, yeah, Stokes was going to send him to get the scars removed, okay. We never saw him. Yeah, maybe we did, but we didn't recognize him because he had a new face. I mean, it is Dark Shadows, right? Am I right? So, okay, so I have a little anecdote about David Selby. I met him, he was on Falcon Crest.
Oh, he was.
He was on Falcon Crest, and I was an extra I had a cameo in Johnny Dangerously, and we met at the water fountain, and he was a very nice guy and stuff, so we kind of knew each other. So years go by, we had all these different events at the Vista Theater in Hollywood. The owner of the theater, Lance, loved Dark Shadows, and in fact, there are cement footprints like the Chinese Theater, House of Dark Shadows, and Night of Dark Shadows and stuff. So David Selby, for one of these fan events, got the idea. He says, you know what? I'm gonna dress up like Quentin, and I'm gonna come out of the screen was here, and over here was an exit covered by a curtain, and over here is another exit covered by a curtain. So I'm gonna come out from one of these. There'll be a fog machine and the Victrola, and it's going to play the Shadows of the Night theme. So we had to get him to look like Quentin because he has, gray hair. Somebody donated let them borrow some sideburns, and it was from some show that they gave him. And he says to me, do you have a wig or something? I said, yeah, I must have something. So he goes in the bathroom and puts it on. He comes out, he said, no, this looks too much like a wig. I said, well, guess what? It's a wig. So the other thing was, and he brought that, he said, well, you're just going to have to spray my hair black with this, not permanent spray, this water. So I said, all right, we'll do it. And do the makeup and stuff. So he goes up into the office of the theater. This is where everything was set up. He brought a coat and a shirt and everything. So I'm thinking, how do we do this makeup? So I go down, and there was a merchandise table. And right on the table is a big Quentin doll, and on the back of the box is a big face of him. So can I borrow this? Sure. I run upstairs, I say, here, Quentin, I brought you your Baby Jane doll so we can make your face. So we did his makeup, but then this spray on the hair, it was freezing. He goes, oh my God, it's so cold, oh my God, it's so cold. And I said, want me to stop? No, you keep going, we sprayed. He looked like himself as Quentin. He also looked a little like Abraham Lincoln, which, he has played Abraham Lincoln many times. And big surprise for all the fans, it worked out. He came out and shadows of the night falling. And everybody flipped out. And it was great. You like that? It's a true story, true story. It's supposed to happen at 8 o'clock, for God's sake. Let me see. What's happening at 8? A conversation created, produced, and directed by Dan Curtis, Kathy Curtis, and Jim Pearson moderating. Well, whenever they come in, they are welcome to come up. Meanwhile, yeah, go ahead.
I wanted to ask you guys something, if I could be so bold and ask them.
No, go ahead. Listen, we heard it all.
No, not yet. I'll get there. Because of what James said about that song that was heard, I have another song that I wrote a long time ago that I just told you about. Is it okay if I sing it to you guys and tell me if you like it?
You know what? I think you should. No, that's not what I'm saying. I said it's better to sing it tomorrow in the costume thing, because I'm going to tell you, so many people. Do it tomorrow, yeah. Because our friend Amanda, little Amanda, who was our baby, this little girl, she was not a little girl, she was physically a little girl, shows up one year at one of these things, and she sang one of these folk songs that she wrote. We automatically fell in love with her. Now she's one of the Collinsport players, and but do it tomorrow in front of a big audience, all right? My advice is to sing it tomorrow to the thing, trust me. All right, okay, so, is there any more anecdotes? Any more anecdotes? Yes, my dear.
Okay, so I was watching the 1991 revival
Mhm.
and I noticed at the mausoleum they had the lion, the rain,
Mhm.
So it brought up the question in my mind, did they use any of the original props in the remake?
That I don't know. I wouldn't think they did because it was a different network. And a lot of those props went back to the ABC prop room and, but I doubt it. I don't know. You could ask, this afternoon you should have asked those. Oh, I'm sorry. I don't know, but I doubt it. Only because the time difference, of course, and the fact it's two different networks. But yeah, each network has prop department, and you'll see a lot of this. You got to really look. You'll see a lot of the props on one show, on another show. I think Brady Bunch, someone else used the house and the stairs. What's that? Mannix. Okay, that's funny because that was Channel 2. How did that? Yeah. Okay. Yes.
And the blue whale showed up in the Wild Wild West.
The blue whale was in the Wild Wild West.
As was Thayer David.
And Thayer David in the Wild Wild. Okay. Now, if he had been at the blue whale in Wild Wild West, that would have been you know what I mean? So that's great. Yeah, all things wind up in different movies. Now, we mentioned Baby Jane for 2 seconds.
Richard, ask Charles Ellis some questions.
Oh, look at you! Look, it's Michael Culhane. Come on up, Nicholas Blair. This is Michael Culhane, who does. Okay, get ready for the.
Am I doing Nicholas?
Yeah, All right, get ready for. Coming up. Well, get ready for. Oh yes, come in the center. He does. He really does. Okay, get ready for Nicholas Blair.
I just have one thing to say to you all. As Creepy Bopper #1 MC, you have to hold this.
I'm holding.
Legions of the damned, we salute you!
Yes, that's you. Yes, indeed. Thank you, Michael Culhane. Don't fall.
It's so great to see everybody together after all these years. Every year. Thank you for being you.
Thank you.
Can we just ask Charles Ellis a series of questions?
We've been doing that. You want more?
Charles Ellis.
All right, Charles. Who didn't think he could come? Who did not think he could come, and he made it. So that's good. Thank you, Michael. Mike? You have a new record.
It's called Dark Shadows. It's the theme to Dark Shadows and Collinwood. Circus Guy is my rock and roll band, and just Dark Shadows, Circus Guy, Michael Culhane. You'll find
Circus Guys? Circus Guy. They looked that up? Circus Guy. All right. His record. And because it's Dark Shadows, it's available only on an Edison cylinder.
That's right.
And you have to have the needle goes this.
I'm taking a long way down.
Do it. Take the long way home.
Why should I?
Take the long way home. Yeah.
We have a Charles Ellis panel.
He would do, you know what? I would love to have had a Charles Ellis panel. That would have been great. So, all right. Yes, Joe.
Getting back to the props, Brian's Hope used the same studio as Dark Shadows.
Brian's Hope used the same studio as Dark Shadows.
And they used some props from Dark Shadows.
They did, okay. I'm sorry, what? Come on, stop. Gosh. The gazebo from, okay. Okay. Maybe. See, it's 2 lives to live because the props live on.
Well, there's a good reason why.
What's the reason, Charles?
Cy Thomas gave the sets of both shows.
Oh, Cy Thomas Shaw. You know, it's a shame. He passed away. He gave an incredible panel when he was there. And so did Robert Colbert. They gave the most amazing panels. So it was really great. Now, I mentioned before about Baby Jane. Have you ever seen Whatever Happened to Baby Jane? There is, at the end of the movie, they're at the beach. There's a guy selling ice cream. You know, he's there. Well, Robert Aldrich, I'm sorry, Robert Altman, it would have been a whole different movie. Robert Aldrich made a movie about 7 years later called The Legend of Lila Claire. Kim Novak, yes. And in that movie, the same beach, only it's in color, the same guy, and also on television, the same guy selling, when your dog says woof woof, feed him, Iliad. The same TV commercial that in Baby Jane. So it's very, very minutia of two people, two shows using the same thing, and you have to really get it. So, oh, I remember that. So, all right. Oh, here comes Guy Haynes. Guy, do you have a question? Do you have a statement?
Did I miss the trivia?
No, the trivia.
No,
okay.
I've been recording.
Oh, you're
I've been
recording?
yes.
Are you kidding? Holding me for ransom. So, all right. Let's think of a really good trivia question.
Richard!
Yes!
He's had questions over here.
All right.
Me?
You? Yes, sir. Yeah, listen. We have nothing but time. We do.
It's driving me crazy. I'm trying to remember. In the 1794, 95, going back in the time, they're walking through the woods, and there is this voice and this apparition that speaks to somebody, and it's really weird, and it looks like an elf.
Barnabas the Fool.
Looks like an elf?
Barnabas the Fool.
Okay, Charles will know this one.
This is when Barnabas was looking for Joseph. She had run off with Jeremiah, and there's this man laughing at her, the apparition of a man.
It looks like he's got a pilgrim hat.
Laughing at Barnabas. I think you remember that.
Barnabas the Fool. You know.
Okay.
He laughs at him, and
You
Barnabas
see, they
shoots
knew
him, and
it.
he disappears.
Yeah.
Okay,
What
that's.
was that all about? It was the weirdest thing.
You know, this show.
Probably Angelique did it.
Maybe Angelique did it. There we go. Hello, how are you?
Oh, great.
How are you, sir?
It was probably Angelique.
It must have been Angelique, yeah. So, we should think of a really good trivia question. You want an easy one? You want a really hard one? Yes, sir.
I have a trivia question.
Please.
What science fiction TV show featured an episode with Laura Parker and Roger Davis?
What science fiction episode featured Laura Parker and Roger Davis? Do we know? Well, I know you.
All right, Joe.
Okay, Joe, let's do Joe. Joe, what?
Galactica 1980.
Galactica 1980.
And the title was The Night the Cylons Landed.
It was a Halloween episode.
The night the Cylons landed.
The night the Cylons landed, yes. Yes, sir.
Here's a question. Gilmore.
The Gilmore Girls, okay.
What was the episode of Dark Shadows that Suki was watching upstairs in the bedroom?
Suki was watching it. Suki got killed. Suki Forbes, is that who you're talking about? Oh, Suki on Gilmore Girls. I didn't watch it, no.
Really?
Did you repeat the question?
The one where Maggie gets kidnapped. In Gilmore Girls, there was an episode of Dark Shadows.
That
She's watching.
Maggie is put into the coffin.
Oh my God, yeah.
Does anyone remember the episode of Outlander?
Yes.
Outlander.
Between Barnabas and Julia after Mickey Winters disappeared into the past.
Outlander had something about Dark Shadows? Oh, that's
The
amazing.
scene with Barnabas and Julia talking about Mickey Winters disappearing into the past.
Oh my God, and also on Mad Men. Did y'all watch Mad Men? Oh yeah. Well, yeah, she's auditioning for Dark Shadows. Oh, I'll get you, Burt Devlin, and so, and her friend she said, oh, they cut the role, so that way you can see why she wasn't on the show. So yeah, so that was, and then what was the movie? Running with Scissors.
Yes.
Running with Scissors, they show, takes place in the Dark Shadows era, and they're actually watching an episode of this show. Now I'm wondering...
While they're eating dog biscuits.
While they're eating dog biscuits. So I was wondering, doesn't that count as, we need to be paid for that. That's an image and stuff like that. So, yeah. So Dark Shadows shows up every place. You see any more?
Who was one of Sam Malone's first girlfriend on Cheers?
Who was one of Sam Malone's first girlfriends on Cheers?
I know.
Oh.
Donna McKechnie.
Donna McKechnie, another Dark Shadows. That is hilarious. Yes, dear. Well, what's it? No, you shouldn't. Did me? I was 6 years old, 5 years old. No, I never did. I mean, that would have been fun if I was on Dark Shadows. Here comes Jim Pearson. Let's give a big hand for Jim Pearson. All right, this